Okay, so around this time, the big four shows for Cartoon Network for me were Chowder, Flapjack, Total Drama Island, and Johnny Test. And I gotta tell you, the former, it took me like a long time to like pick this up. It kind of reminded me some similarities of Fairly Odd Parents in a way. It's like Fairly Odd Parents, but with science making the magic happen.
You could say that. I could definitely see a resemblance.
See?
But yeah, I agree with Fresh. It's like one of the best shows I watched, like from my time with Cartoon Network, and I watched episodes here and there, but of course over time I stopped watching it because I got tired of it, and plus I missed some episodes. I watched like in certain orders, so. But I still find it a neat show nonetheless. Certain actors I got introduced to, and yeah, it was pretty great. And surprisingly, it got a reboot in, was it 2021?
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Netflix, nonetheless.
But yeah, this show, I see in Cartoon Network, it was like one of the best. I even remember my first episode. It was Johnny versus Bling Bling Boy, 2.
Good one. Oh, that's a good start.
Yeah.
That is. I don't remember what was the first episode I watched, but I will pick one of them, but I'm not. Let's see. How about where Johnny wanted a new toy? Of course, his dad wanted him to play the one he got previously, the giant robot toy. And of course, the sisters have a machine that turn it to life, and yeah.
Did one too. For me, my ones were Deep Sea Johnny / Johnny and the Amazing Turbo Action Backpack.
Ooh, Deep Sea Johnny. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that I do like about this show is, it's one of the many shows that have, like, just the same title for every episode. Just every episode has Johnny's name in it.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
I mean, yeah. Wait, before, let me just see here. Episode. It's kind of like, okay, so I know I'm not mentioning the actors, but I'm gonna mention the creator himself, like Scott Fellows. He was genius to make this show because other shows in this, he also created Big Time Rush, Super Noobs, and Ned's Declassified.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Huh. And that explains why in Super Noobs that like a couple of the actors from Johnny Test are in it, so that makes sense.
But what I was about to say is because in Big Time Rush, he did the same thing, having the same title every episode, like Big Time something. I like that.
Oh, I did not know they did that.
Yeah, like other shows did it too, like Ed and Eddie and Gumball and well, yeah, that's the like Blitz already said, Big Time Rush, so it's stuff like that.
Yeah. But yeah. I know people have their off opinions about like Johnny Test, saying it was like not one of the best. I can see why, but to me, it was a good Canadian show.
Yeah, and what's unique about it, and sort of annoying, that they use like random sound effects, like mainly like a guitar riff out in every episode.
Don't forget about the freaking whip crack, which is the main culprit.
Yeah,
whip crack. It's like basically you're chopping laser like.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say that's a trademark from Scott Fellows because he used that for every show he made, like sound effects.
Wow.
But it is funny when the sound effects come on because if it's going good or bad.
Yeah, depending. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it gets old.
Mhm. Oh yeah, and I watched the rest of the episodes during YouTube back when they allow uploading certain episodes of shows on YouTube at the time.
Care to explain?
Yeah, because back in 2018, I was on YouTube and I saw some free episodes of Johnny Test somebody uploaded, and it was pretty fun. Yeah. But yeah, of course, the rest of the episodes I watched from home and everything else, I basically watch all the episodes.
That's pretty rad.
I mean, yeah, because despite the seasons, it's a show that you can't, get your mind out of.
No one to blame you, because like still to this day I just go back there to just keep myself occupied. And while I do agree with you about the mixed stuff, it was pretty mixed for me, but I still didn't enjoy it. It just depends on like what I'm studying for in order to make anything suitable for anybody. Don't need to be perfect. Again, I'm just saying, just learning.
Yeah, I agree.
And let's see. Well, the one thing, and here's the one thing too. When it comes to shows like this, I usually think that things get better in like season 2. Like season 2 and onwards, it was a kind of a little mix too. But once again, I just enjoyed it because that was just me. But season 1, the only thing I like about it was just the theme song.
Exactly. Yeah, the theme song. Yeah, it was good. I don't mind the other theme songs, but that one was like pretty cool to me.
Yeah, because it's catchy, but the season 2 one and onward was just blank for me, and they used the one for the rest, and they couldn't change it and make it more unique. But the only difference is because unlike season 1, it showcased like episodes that have done previously or like the next one. Other shows have done that, like Jimmy Neutron, Ben 10, Justice League Unlimited, and a plethora of others.
And like and another culprit is that people don't really like the intros from season 2 and onwards, is because it kind of steals from the song "American Idiot" by the band Green Day.
Huh. I see your point, but like I said, season 1 is like one of the best theme songs that was created. It's like really bizarre.
And what do you call it? The creator Scott Fellows. Fun fact: he used to be a staff writer for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th seasons of The Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah. And it also says here is that like all the episodes in season 1 have been produced by of course Scott Fellows and Chris Savino, creator of The Loud House. And
yeah, that's what I like. And what was so cool is that Scott Fellows wrote the episode Very Odd Baby.
Huh.
Well. I mean, but seriously, did he had to? I mean, jeez. Even though it was a decent episode, it's just disturbing how it's the males that give birth.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of seahorses.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think what he's going for is like a seahorse type of thing. I mean, they did say they have a big show.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Also, thank you for the free ASMR, Christian, while you're eating here.
Yeah, nice one. You gotta make people laugh.
That's alright, but yeah. But yeah, watching a few, like all the episodes, yeah. Oh.
Is he like certain different episodes that we kind of like enjoyed or hated or anything like that?
Okay, I kind of enjoyed a little bit of where he was a wrestler called Stinky Johnny.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I do like the episodes where Johnny becomes Johnny X.
Yes, every single time.
Like one, for example, where all of his friends, including the bully Bumper, became a superhero too. And I love how in the end, like, there was a certain time that powers would wear off, and Bumper looked at his watch and was like, it's that time right now, and then just fall to the ground.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we see the first appearance of Brain Freezer, and it basically, shows his backstory.
Wait, but the first appearance of Brain Freezer was in the episode Johnny versus the Brain Freezer.
Wait, did it not show his backstory in the episode?
No.
I think it was the one where they used a machine to try and make him look more popular and stuff.
No. Oh.
And the last.
Wait. Wait, you mean Wait. Say that again.
Oh man.
All these. Do you remember when Johnny became all chubby and became famous?
Oh yes.
And then he turned skinny again, and at the end of the episode, Blaming Boy became all famous. I mean, he's already rich. Why he has to like become like more rich than that?
I guess he was jealous of Johnny. That's probably why. Even though he's already fat, but he wanted to call him PH fat.
No, but what I liked was like this kind of like hate reason is that the manager wanted to look for fat boys to be famous.
Oh jeez.
Fat boys.
When you say it like that, it comes off differently.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's see here. What other ones do I remember?
Yeah, be
Of
quick.
course, the Tom and Jerry one.
Oh yeah, that one's a classic.
Mhm.
Be quick before someone takes over.
Hang on, I'm trying to get this meat off. Okay. The episode where Johnny had to go undercover as a student at his school to like hang out with this girl who he thinks is hot.
Well, if you specify more, then we could, the audience would understand.
Well, I remember like the rest. Like it turns out that this chick happens to be just the daughter of this so-called villain, but it turns out he's not really just a bad guy after all. It's all because of what was her name? Like I forgot her name, but like she was just mad that her father never has time for her.
Well, yeah. You remember that?
Then she wanted to date him, but her father said that she was too young.
Well, yeah. But I was about to say, you remember that episode where Johnny went to a parallel universe and when he made another him?
Right.
But which one you're talking about? Because there was like a lot of different.
Like the opposites. Like in the other universe, Johnny's actually a good, kid, and not a troublemaker.
And the fact that his sisters are doing homework for him and stuff, and they're different colored hairs.
Right. Yes, that one.
Yeah, but the one you're referring to, where they made like the gender bend ones where they're girls now. I think that was a pretty clever episode. I like when they do these kind of episodes with certain shows.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, except the one with the Loud House.
Well, yeah. They just had to freak it up.
Okay. You remember the episode where Johnny had this cool tree house?
Oh yeah.
Would it have to be a competition between like? Oh, right. Yes, like we're on the same page. Yes.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Remember when Johnny and Dookie went back to time to get like the new like video game, but they went back to black and white?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And also, I found out the girl's name, Claire Nefarious.
Right. Thanks for that.
Remember when Johnny had a mustache?
Yes.
I do not. But I do remember where Johnny pretended to be sick because of a thing he got from his sister and had to be quarantined. And every time he kept coughing, he started growing bigger.
Yeah. Remember Johnny Applesauce?
Oh, that was one of the catchiest.
Classic.
Yep. But one of my favorites is Return of the Johnny Mon.
Right. Where Johnny's dad got sucked into the game. Now he think that he's
A tiny mon, like just say it's just a Pokemon parody episode.
Yeah, Pokemon parody. But I did like Hen and Mama Dog's robot design, and especially for Dad Brownie Reigns. Your bread is my life, and then he gets dead.
Mhm. And let's see here. You remember Johnny Bench?
Yes.
What's that one?
So, thanks to Mr. Teacher Man, Johnny's grades aren't good. He needs an A or at summer school, so he needs a, easy A for workshop. But every time he tries to make a bench, he tries to, steal it from somebody like Bumper or, have somebody make it for him.
Huh.
So he just has to do it himself.
I see.
Oh, you all remember the Halloween episode?
Which one? Like, you gotta be specific.
Like, where Johnny's in a tutu.
Yeah, yes.
No. But the one I do love is the parody of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that was a good one too. But what I like about that one is like, yeah, it was really, going all out. And, I just love how Mr. Black and White and Susan and Mary are like wearing, each other's clothes as costumes.
I forgot about that.
Let's see here. Oh, remember when they went to a cruise that was rigged by Bling Bling Boy?
Yes.
I do not, and of course he would do something like that. Well, I remember there's like a Wild Coyote Roadrunner parody.
Yeah, that was just one of the Johnny versus Bling Bling episodes.
Yeah, but that one's the best. And the fact that a special lock thing's going to use instead of having a crush on Susan Chest, now a crush on Mary Chest.
I remember the episode where, what was it? I think you and Johnny switched bodies.
Yes.
They did?
Yeah, they did. It's pretty funny, though. Oh, this episode aired on my birthday.
Oh.
Papa Johnny.
What, the switching?
Yes.
Yeah, the switching one. Papa Johnny, November 5th, 2011.
I think I have remembered that, but it's been a while, man. But on your birthday, that's just bizarre. How old were you then?
Okay, Sherry, do my calculations here because I'm 17. I'm about to turn 18 this year. So, according to my calculations, minus that. Wait, that's some wrong. Wait, hold on.
Wait, like, are you sure you got the right one? Because it says that it was released in December 3rd.
Yeah, I got the right one. It says the date here.
Like I'm on the Wikipedia site and it says like December 3rd of 2009.
I'm in their official page too. That says something different for me.
Maybe it's just Wikipedia just screwing with people. It can't ever get information right. Like, especially with birthdays, that's where I get most ticked off with.
Yep.
Well, it may be like American-wise. It could be on November or December or America, or November or December in Canada.
Well, do you remember Johnny joined, the Scouts?
Oh, I do, and you were right, Christian. Yeah, it says here, like, in the American air date, it was November 25th, and
25th.
Oh wait, it says here, like I'm on the page, like November 25th, and in Canada it was October 8th. This is totally screwing us over.
That's alright. Let's see. Of course, another classic is the portrait cookie one.
Oh yeah. Kiss a girl with a guild sign. Yeah, now they'll think to making that mistake again.
Remember when Sissy started watching this TV show that's basically a parody of Johnny and Dookie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't the same episode that Johnny had to, turn back time, or go back time, I mean?
What? No.
No.
No, there was...
Because in the same episode, along with that episode, is like Johnny is told to stop playing video games and bring some chess pieces to life.
Oh, that I don't remember actually.
Shocker.
But another one I liked is Sleepover at Johnny's.
Was that the Dr. Seuss parody?
Yes.
Yep.
That one's a classic. Of course, another one where Billy Boy turns himself into a baby.
Yeah, that was the second one. Like Johnny versus Bling Bling 2. That was one that Blitz mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And there's also where the sisters turn themselves into babies. Of course, again with Gil.
Which is completely wrong.
Exactly.
Remember the episode Johnny Goes Nuts?
Barely, because the later seasons is where I kind of drifted away a bit.
I did not a song.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
I did not add a song, something about drifting away.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Do you remember when Johnny and Doogie went to the movie theaters and they saw like a parody of Avatar?
Yes, I do. Like, they're just making like these special 3D glasses, but it actually brings the characters into real life. And I like, yeah, they were just like cats. They were just cat people. And I think the leader, his like speech, like his speech and style, it kind of like reminded me of Christopher Walken.
Really? That was funny that they actually brought Christopher Walken to do that.
Well, they couldn't because, again, a Canadian cast, except for one exception, but we'll talk about him later. But another one would have to be is, you ever seen the episode Fangs a Lot, Johnny?
Yes, I
What was
did.
that?
Where Susan and Mary turn into vampires.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember Johnny Smart Pants?
But which one? There's multiple different episodes. Like, you talk about the
Like
first.
the first appearance of his Smart Pants.
Yes, I always die laughing at the part where just his pants make him walk away from Janet. And he says, "Wrong way, stupid pants," and then they squeeze him. It's like, ah!
Remember when Johnny wanted this video game, but it was too, like, radar for him, that, he was trying to sneak it in a few times?
Whoa! You mean rated M? But yes, like, I always die at the ending too.
Are you talking about the same one that neither of his parents would give him that zombie game, which is basically Call of Duty?
Yeah, you're on the right page, and yes, like, it is the same episode.
Also, your mic is
And the
muffling.
fact that they
Your mic. Hey, Kenny.
Your mic is muffling, Christian.
What was I saying?
You were saying something about Johnny Test.
Oh yeah, and they got the video game because of an old lady getting it for them.
Well, let's gonna thank the grandmas. But another episode. You remember the episode where Susan and Mary hated each other because of Johnny? Because Johnny is always like the one that doesn't get to pick the places. Always like a tiebreaker.
Well, yeah, he was just
Oh,
manipulating.
really?
Yeah, he was just manipulating them.
Because to be fair, Susan and Mary, always choose the same place while Johnny is, by himself. But they soon, eventually see that as a way.
Well, it's kind of similar to the Loud House episode because remember they were on to pick between going to the beach or to the amusement park.
Oh yeah.
In a way.
Another good episode was Johnny Cakes.
Yeah, it was special, especially when like Johnny was explaining how he wanted to give his mom the best birthday, and then the lumberjacks, they were just explaining their like one thing about, well, there was one thing that they love besides chopping wood and eating flapjacks is their mothers. And I always get so emotional when that one guy says, "Hello, Mama, I just want to say I love you."
And the fact that his phone is made of wood.
Oh, have you seen the Star Wars parody episode of Johnny Test?
A little bit. It's been a while.
A while? Who are you, Stewie?
A while.
Or Meg?
A while. Which episode was it? I know they were doing a little bit of parody with Snoopy with Dookie. Which episode was that?
I think you're talking about the one where Johnny was made to make this Christmas play. I mean, it was either a Christmas play or something about like, but it was recycling.
Yeah. It was recycling. Yeah. Let's see here. You remember My Dinner with Johnny?
Yes.
Which one's that?
In My Dinner with Johnny, Johnny's dad challenges him to have better manners when eating.
Oh, I love that episode. And the fact that in order to keep it well married, he had to wear a suit that had a vacuum attached to it and suck up all the food and have a napkin to silence the burping.
Mm-hmm. Remember Cool Hand Johnny?
Yes.
Which one's that?
So basically, this video game they got from the mail, it was by Wacko, and they get trapped in the video game and they're trying to escape from it.
typical. Just typical.
You remember Roller Johnny?
Yeah, it's alright. It was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, it was alright, but yes, Frank, in my opinion.
I love how he says that, even though he hasn't seen the episode yet.
I mean, like, what you expect from a
No,
dodo?
I was just saying when he said alright, I was just whatever.
Yeah, next time think before.
Bubblegum one.
Oh yeah, I was about to bring that up. Yeah, I gotta say, like their bubblegum one was pretty interesting.
Yep.
But just don't mix them all together and bam, bye bye. Remember when Johnny made his own series, Johnny O's?
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, I'm going back. I do remember
Also, where
one at a time.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, I remember this particular episode where they had to go to a hotel, but they were not like allowed to bring dogs.
Yeah, yeah. There's just the manager. He just has this insanely good sense of smell. Just like, do I smell dog? And here I come. Do you have a dog here? Blah 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 blah. blah.
Yeah.
It's like the episode with Chowder, because in that gum episode where Truffles was like 7 up for gum, and yeah.
Wait. Oh, another episode. I just remember. Yeah. So Johnny went back to in the past again, and he meets a young, youth. Because we see that, and finding out that he actually liked video games as a teenager.
Oh, yes, that explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Remember where Johnny had to learn about pork belly?
Yes. That's pretty cool.
And where he had X-ray goggles?
Mm-hmm.
That right there, it had a very dark moment where they actually had to drill in his freaking head.
I forgot about that. I mean, that wasn't really necessary.
I just can't believe they allowed that on freaking TV.
I mean, what are you going to do? It's Canada. They do weird stuff.
Actually, not criticizing. Canada's like one of the nicest, countries out there.
Well, have you heard recently of what happened to Canada?
Well, that's not on their fault. It's like, what's going on with the Earth currently. You can't really blame them on that. See, the Canada fires, that's not their fault. It's like what happens in the air, because that's where it mostly happened.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not like real fires. It's because it made the clouds and everything else red.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But then I
Oh,
don't believe me.
speaking of that, they did have an episode with Canada.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did.
How did that go?
It was pretty cool. But what I was about to mention is, remember Johnny vs. Dukinator?
The Dukinator?
Yeah, where Dookie becomes the Terminator.
And how did that happen?
Oh, I think it was like, wait, hold on. Hold on. I think something happened. I think it was like one of their inventions that came across somehow. I don't remember, but I just like remember that moment. But remember when Johnny got a new phone?
Yes, I'm watching it right now.
It's classic. It's basically Space One Odyssey with Hal.
Mm-hmm.
And I never watched Space Odyssey. I wish I did. Remember, they were in a VR thing, and they were like in a parody of Narnia.
Yes.
Yes, I do remember that.
That one's a
That's
classic.
pretty cool. Mm-hmm. You remember Johnny's new super mega villain?
Yes, it turns out that this so-called mega villain is the mayor trying to stop them from ruining the parade.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Wow.
Like he basically took the weapons and suits from Dark Laser, Bling Bling Boy, and what was it?
Whoa, Dark Laser is Dark Vegan, bro.
Oh. That's because you mentioned Frey on my fault.
Well, since you mentioned Dark Beacon, let's talk about one of the episodes of him.
I mean, we want to talk about his own planet, where he's from?
Sure.
Like, have you seen that episode or no?
I think I have. Yes, that's the first appearance of that. I
You
believe.
think or you know?
You think?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched this series. Leave me alone.
Yeah, they visit his planet, and you see, Dark Vegan's, family, and they're doing good, Oh yeah, about Dark Vegan, he just loves his toast.
We're not there
Yeah.
yet.
No, but I'm not talking about his character yet, but I'm just complimenting, saying, he likes toast.
Well, yeah, that's part of his
Yeah.
character, so that counts.
And the fact that one episode where he learned about bread and had hypnotized Hugh to get more, and then he wanted toast on his planet, but they didn't have any, and went back to Earth just for the toast.
Remember Johnny and the Beanstalk?
Yes, that was one of the many good, awesomest ones I've seen. Especially the world full with especially the marshmallow base. You can see, oh look at there, there's like Lucky Charms in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the visuals. It's just everything's so cool about.
Remember Road Trip, Johnny?
Which one's that one about?
They went to a road trip to the Upchuck Geezers.
Didn't it also feature?
Upchuck Geezers?
Hmm?
Hey, Upchuck Geezers?
Yeah, because that's how they parody it.
I imagine a bunch of Upchucks just sitting there.
Because that's the name of the, the place where we're going, that's why.
Wait, didn't the episode also feature some of Johnny's foes also trying to just destroy him as usual?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Let's see here.
Speaking of villains, of course there's Beekeeper.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, basically this new villain and all that, but it turns out to be the guy who owns like the candy store, and he wants everybody to try his bar, which is really good at the end of the episode when everybody tried it.
Yeah. And went through all that trouble. And,
I remember Johnny and Bling Boy Bon Bon, where Bling Bling Boy had to be like, normal for a day because he was grounded.
Yes.
oh yeah, you told that when I tried to do Best Watch Giant Stream, which didn't go that well.
Well, here's the thing though. Was trying, but I feel like he was not trying at all because just being a normal boy, he legit destroyed everything, even like the sandwich Johnny made for him.
It's just the way writers write these characters is like they're trying to ruin the character itself.
I mean, Bling Boy is a villain after all.
True, but still.
What was it? I do remember this episode where like there was Gill robots.
Yeah, those are actually boy Borgs created by Susan and Mary in order to make Gil jealous, but they just turned evil and tried to kill him.
They'll do anything to try to get with Gil. Hi, Gil,
But they don't realize this. Even though they didn't show this in the show, it's revealed that Gil's gay.
Well, I bet that ruined their life. Now they have to find someone of their own. In fact, they need a boyfriend for each. One for Mary and one for Susan. Fell in love with one guy. Because if you try to, like, impress this one guy, both his sisters are in love with him. So how will that work? If he weren't gay.
Here's the thing, though. Even though this is out of topic, there is such thing as, like, 3 marriages. Like, where 3 people get married. That's a thing.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Kind of gets complicated. But, yeah. And, it was real that Gil's gay because if you notice, he always sees Johnny and always, like, say, hey, Johnny to him first, hinting that he actually kind of likes Johnny, like, much more.
Yeah, that
And
was.
the fact that he's a lot younger than Gil.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, but not in that type of way.
Not that type of way, like,
Yeah, I know, but and there's also this one where I think it was like a perfume or something where he was getting like free stuff.
So, wait a minute.
He means the one where Johnny and Dookie are sprayed and everyone just loves them due to their smell.
Yeah, like Teacher Man giving him an A, Bumper hanging out with him, and getting free skateboards. Except,
wait. But now you just said free skateboard. That's a different episode where like Johnny is made to be like irresistible, and that's a
Like,
different episode.
likable. Yeah, the only person that doesn't work is the lunch lady. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. The lunch lady and Mr. Teacher Man. That's where it didn't work on. So yeah, you just confused the episode.
Yeah, but I was just doing some research. Yeah, Gil is 15 while Johnny is currently 12, so it's not kind of weird. They're still in that kind of like area, but it's like 3 years apart.
Well,
Yeah, that's just.
Mm-hmm.
There's one where Dookie had to win a dog show contest, but it had to be a different breed of dog.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, the funniest part for me is where.
What?
Oh no, wait. Go ahead. What?
I was going to say, of course, he can't talk because the scissors. Dogs aren't allowed to talk.
Well, like it don't really matter that much, but but the funniest part for me is where yes, they use Bigfoot to just kick those jerks out.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh! Bigfoot's kicking our butts!
Nope.
You remember Rollburn?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like one of the first episodes I ever watched. And somehow, they had a kid.
So it goes like this: when a big monster truck, has relationships with a female one, they make a baby.
Yeah, it's a new kind of thing for Monster. What's that? Monster Jam. Yeah, Monster Jam. It's a new thing for Monster Jam. Monster trucks having sex.
Well, okay then.
Okay then. Thanks a lot.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's like now we would go to the topic of how robots, have a kid. Nah.
Built one, remember?
Yeah. And now for monster trucks, that's kind of different. They don't actually do it. They, do something to, what if they built one? Like somebody built like, a monster truck kid.
Okay, yeah, you get a point there. But of course, remember robots, where she said, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry, you missed the delivery, but that's okay. Making the baby's the fun part."
And of course the push part, like when you push, it'd be like, oh, but they were actually trying to just put the baby together still. It just,
I know, and there's also, they always put an extra. We did want a boy, right? This won't hurt, bit, son.
oh.
Remember Reptile Slicer?
I love that dude as a kid. I found him cool.
But which episode, Blitz? Be specific.
His first episode, The Return of Johnny X. Yeah, I find it cool that he was created by Blink My Boy.
Of course.
Oh yeah, that's right. And it was because of what was a different reason that the German professor got his hand lost was because of that Blippi boy did.
Maybe, or maybe for the simple fact of course, simping over Susan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely see some kind of experiment that cost the hand of the German. Okay, I need to look this up for me saying a German teacher.
His name is Slopsink, Professor Slopsink.
Yeah. And another episode that has Reptile Slicer is remember Johnny's Pet Day?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, Dookie gets jealous when Johnny takes, Reptile Slicer to school for Pet Day over him.
Yeah. Yeah, bring a dangerous, razor-sharp lizard that could tear to pieces to school instead of a talking dog. Yeah, that would be something.
But come on, you gotta admit, it was kind of like creative how they made this, lizard and having a chainsaw like tongue. I do like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had a chainsaw tongue. And the last episode they did that he had a mate.
Yeah, he did. Wait, if I do believe, hold on, let me go here. Did he have? No, he could have had. See? Okay, now let's double check.
Go check it for what?
Oh no, I was just checking for more research. That's it. Let's see here. Other episodes that I remember. season. Oh no, that's another season. Huh. Oh wait, yeah. You remember the episode How to Train Your Johnny?
Yes.
Which one's that?
So Susan and Mary accidentally erased all of Johnny's memories.
Oh no. Well then, and let me guess, they tried their hardest to try to revive his memories.
I mean, that's what they, do. Remember when Johnny became the hall monitor?
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because he was trying to stop the person that was like going really fast and trying not to be sissy.
Oh yeah, like it was one time for me, but I do remember. This may be a mixed one. So even though this may be kind of like mixed because there's too much rehashing, but I just can't get enough of it. Any episodes that involves like the characters involving like some competition and Johnny just ends up winning.
Yeah, I do like that.
Like, remember the snow sliding one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Snow Dogs.
I do.
Actually.
What else has something to do with Johnny?
Remember the zombie presidents?
Oh, that was a classic, the Founding Fathers. And there's also the Founding Mothers, which now they have a statue of their own.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any more episodes.
I do remember this episode there where Johnny was really caring about like Earth Day.
Really?
Yeah. And like the episode begins like when Johnny like wastes some like water that he was not using, and Susan Mary was telling him about like it's Earth Day today, and he starts singing this song and everything.
Wait a second. Did it also... Wait, even though this may be another different episode or the same, but I think it was also supposed to be some kind of parody of like a Christmas Carol.
Yes, it was.
How about that?
Oh, you remember the one where Susan and Mary make this Saturday repeater machine that makes like Saturday like all over again in order for Johnny to avoid Sissy, but he gives up.
Oh yeah, I remember that fondly.
Speaking of that, Susan and Mary, remember when they turned themselves into babies?
We talked about that.
You did mention that?
We did. Dude.
Yeah, we did.
No, I thought we mentioned the one with Blink Boy and Johnny.
Okay, well, we didn't explain much about Bling Bling and Johnny, but we did about Susan and Mary, which was completely wrong for them to do again, but we can just discuss,
Wait, all of this for like Gil to babysit them.
Yeah, like I said, they'll do anything for Gil, because Gil's super hot, and because he cares for babies. And that means they'll care for Susan and Mary. Of course, they need to be back to normal so Johnny won't get in trouble. And there's also the Crash Bandicoot parody.
You just mentioned that one.
What? No, we didn't.
No, we did.
Yeah, you mentioned a parody of the game earlier.
No, we didn't. I did not mention anything about Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, you did.
Wait, he did?
Pokemon that we parodied.
No, not that, because you were talking about a video game.
But I didn't mention Crash Bandicoot yet, and I did not mention it.
Well,
yes, you did.
When did he do it?
Because remember, I was talking about the video game, and when Johnny was going back in time.
Going back in time
to get the price off to get a cheaper price. Remember the black and white episode I just mentioned earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, that's when he mentioned it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like it was like difficult for me to focus because of too much like talking over one another. That's why.
That's all right, but another episode was Johnny's winter jacket. You remember that one?
Yeah.
What y'all was that one about?
Well, hence the name. Johnny has a big winter jacket. Yep.
That's it.
Oh yeah, and he's not very comfortable. He was wearing it the whole day.
And he wasn't comfortable with it. In fact, he was wearing it all day It's like that scene in Christmas Story.
Because it was winter at the time. That his mom bought this jacket, and he had to wear it regardless if he wanted to go outside.
Of course, anything to please the mom.
But then Susan and Mary decide to update the jacket, and well, it turns out to be a great success. It starts to, like, give him, like, it's like has a bunch of different, like, surprises in it, and it was kind of like supposed to be used for like this like the army.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I gotta say, Johnny's big jacket kind of reminds me of Owen's big jacket from Total Drama.
In a way.
Yeah.
Remember Johnny ran away from home because he wasn't allowed to watch an R-rated movie?
Not that. First it was PG-13, and second he was just tired of just being told that he should be like a big boy now.
Right. And I love the saying, like, why are you running away from police? Why are you police officers? I blew up Malaysia.
Did we mention this one? A scholarship for Johnny.
Which one's that?
So you wants to to train Johnny so Johnny could earn his own scholarship for sports.
Well, yeah, like I remember the one just.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's one where Johnny has to do good deeds in order to not go to military school.
That was one of the pleasant ones.
Well, except for the fact that Hugh only did not support Johnny, and he just wants him to go to military school.
I mean, yeah, some flaws here and there, but regardless, still just trying to do his best to just do all he can. So I guess that's.
You remember this summer camp one?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, we don't have to talk about every episode.
Well, that's your problem. I remember a lot. Let's see, other good ones. Okay, yeah, I mentioned that one. Oh, yeah. So this episode kind of reminds me of a Very Odd Parents episode, Johnny Fu.
Yes, the one where Timmy just wants to learn kung fu as well.
But yeah, I like it because both are karate and they're trying to face their bully. That's the thing.
Yes.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, remember the episode where Johnny wanted to find all the Speed McCool's toys and cereals? Yeah, we did mention that one, but I did like how it's very different colors.
Well, yeah, it was kind of cool for me too. I was like, so this is what prizes in cereal it's just flying by and everything.
Remember bath time for Johnny?
Yeah, and where it turns out that's Johnny Dookie believes that Johnny forgot about his birthday, but at the end, he never forgot.
You remember Johnny's monkey business?
Yeah.
What's that one about?
Go ahead.
Well, hence the name. Johnny was doing something. I know he had to sneak into the lab, but it had lasers and everything. He had to try to sneak in.
He's trying to get Lolo to do some stuff in order to win a new video game.
Oh, this is one of my favorite ones, Johnny Kart Racing.
Yeah, that was
I think I remember that one, but it's been a while.
Okay, again, okay, Meg. So in this is the start of the competitions between characters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just the parodies during this episode, it was really good.
We call it.
We just mentioned Johnny Mon. Did you watch the episode of the Return of the Johnny Mon?
We did say that.
But we didn't mention the first time he went in there, because of that purple tiny one. I forgot what it's called. That turned to Lugia.
Yeah, it turns out that they were trying to look for the legendary Screecherine, but it turns out that's the Pokemon. I mean, wow. Okay, Cuddle Buns, who is said to be the weakest Tinymon, turns out to be Screecherine.
Yeah, it's kind of like
basically Magikarp turned to Gyarados.
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention. You don't expect the weak Pokemon to turn into awesome badass ones.
Yeah, like Feebas, it's ugly and turned into a beauty, Milotic.
Milotic. It's Milotic.
That's what I said, Milotic.
What the?
Alright, Meg, whatever you say. That's the one that I heard.
No, I literally said Milotic. That's how it's pronounced. Not Milotic, Milotic.
Yeah, that's what I said. You said something else.
What did I say, dude?
You said something different, Meg. Alright.
Well, what did I say? Say it.
I ain't gonna say. I'm not trying to, go over it, but do you remember when Johnny and Dookie shrink themselves?
And that's the point where you went to the alternate universe where Johnny has different colored hair and...
No. So for this occasion, they had to shrink themselves, but they end up in Mr. Black's stomach.
Oh, yeah, I definitely remember that one. Nature's calling, and I'll be back probably for a while, but you guys continue.
You can say double O, Johnny, but yes, I do.
Yeah, the first appearance of Mr. Mittens. It was bizarre to find out that he was an ordinary cat. That he was originally mutated by this college kid who had a butler.
Yep, Tim Burnout.
Yeah.
And the episode afterwards, Johnny of the Jungle, I enjoyed that one too. Johnny wanted to go on this field trip to the zoo and spend just sleep over there. That was kind of a cool idea. I like that.
Remember the good, the bad, and the Johnny?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
And that song that good Johnny sang to Susan and Susan and Mary, I've always sung that to the girls back in school.
Remember Johnny Dodgeball?
Yeah, I just watched that episode.
What do you like about it?
I guess it was kind of it's always funny to me with that one kid that gets knocked back by Sissy, gets bandaged, and he gets knocked back again.
Speaking of Sissy, I remember this episode where Johnny's mom wanted him to have more friends, and then he started having friends around the house.
Yeah, first it was some kid that was obsessed with bugs, and then Sissy, and then Bumper, and then this kid who's
the boogers, yeah. But turning out that the kids actually helped him out at the end of the episode, which was really cool of them.
Yeah, and also it was the first time that the parents witnessed Dookie talking.
Yeah. You remember Johnnyland?
Yes. Johnny wants him to spend much more time at the amusement park after going on some faulty ride that didn't even last long, and he just made it like a amusement park in his backyard.
Remember the episode where Johnny made a robot version of his dad?
Which one? They did that twice.
What was it? Johnny's got a brand new dad.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. What did you think of the dad pods?
Crazy, especially when his eyes went all just what? There's no other way to say this. Just crazy.
Remember Johnny McChip? Chip?
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Wait a minute, wasn't that a Willy Wonka parody?
I see that.
Let's see here. Did you ever watch Johnny's 100th episode? That's legit the title.
One more time?
Did you ever watch the episode, Johnny's 100th episode?
Yes, and then the continuation afterwards, I enjoyed that too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's all the episodes that... Yeah, I know there's more, but those are the best ones from my opinion. You still got more?
Yeah, even though I do have more, I think I said all that I could.
Alright. And even though he's gonna come back eventually. Okay, let's get to this topic. First thoughts on when you heard that Johnny Test was getting like a revival or like reboot, whatever it is, what were your thoughts on that?
I was thinking like, okay, let's see how they can manage to just bring it back much more something that people would want to see instead of just anything controversial. But I was like, yeah, this show is much more vibrant looking, and
yeah. I was thinking the same thing, because especially with the animation, they went like all out with the animation, but going with the classic characters here and there. Of course, there's new characters, but nothing beats the original.
And it's just something about it reminds me of something. The way how it's drawn, it reminded me of one show similar, but I just can't. I don't know which one. It kind of reminds me of this freaking gingerbread game.
Gingerbread game. Wait a minute, gingerbread game. I think I know what you. Hold on. Because I think I know what you're talking about. Hold on. So if I go back here, wait, hold on. No. Well, I just go here.
Oh.
I think it was something with Russian in the name. Wait, you said gingerbread, but you mean Cookie Run?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I've seen it before, and yeah, adding more characters, and especially I like how Jeremy Shade is the main character as a gingerbread man. Yeah, but I like how it varies in every character. It even added Sonic.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. But yeah, even though the 2021 looks good, I haven't seen like all the episodes. I only saw clips. I even saw the trailer when they first released it, and yeah, that was pretty cool. But I didn't want to go for it because again, I just prefer the original.
Yes, I do too. Like, I heard that there was one episode where they referenced the annoying whip crack sound effect, and people said that was, kind of a little bit funny and clever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could stop from there, and then we could just wait for
Casting characters.
Alright, first up, we got the GOAT himself, James Arnold Taylor. Yeah, it was really cool that he was the only American cast member for this Canadian show, that he flew to Canada just to record his lines. That's it. That's his, true dedication.
Straight up.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, bringing, his characters, of course, voicing Johnny Test himself.
Yeah, that's one of my introductions to him.
Same here.
Yeah, it's just like I said on his freaking live stream that he did, that it was this and Ice Age 3 the video game, which I thanked him, and he actually thanked me back. Oh god.
That is pretty dope.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay, so what I had to say is just Johnny is basically just the Timmy Turner of the show, and you can see the similarities and comparisons here and there, especially being flanderized in later seasons.
Yeah. But of course, what also came with James Arthur is that he had a lot of great range, his voice acting throughout the show, also voicing Hank Anchorman, the Beekeeper, Mr. Mittens, Dark Vegan, and many more.
Oh yeah, he can turn American accent into a soft British accent.
Well, he basically just said range, so there's.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was really surprised about James's voice talent, in other shows as well, and especially when he did multiple impressions of other celebrities, characters, anything like that. He's the best.
Oh yeah. You should meet Brian Hall, see how he can up the competition.
Okay.
I remember this one time he was doing a live show and he was doing a Johnny Test episode.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. I think I saw that one too. He was just juggling around voices about how he do him, and he was seen using a flower pot or something like that, or some kind of pots to voice Beekeeper and Dark Vegan.
Huh.
Wait,
well,
you didn't see that?
No, I did see it. I was still shocked about that, because normally whenever you do that, I see people only just covering their mouth with their hands doing that kind of voice.
Well, I guess it's just using it to make it much more like, just much more in character, I guess.
Well, I get that. Yeah. Another character I like that James voiced was the principal.
Yes, he's like. What?
What?
I was going to say, the principal! Because I love how the kid said it.
Oh, okay, but go on, Fresh.
Yeah, what I like about him is that like he said that he likes Johnny himself, trying to see him as some kind of good student and be supportive. But he's an awesome guy.
He is an awesome guy. Like, he's one of the best principals.
Yeah, and the episode where Johnny had to do good deeds, and he purposely dropped his pen so Johnny can pick it up for him.
Mm-hmm. It basically explained Johnny, the principal. Now with Hank Anchorman being, the Anchorman, with the news, I do like the voice James provide for him.
Oh yeah, it's like a Check You Betcha type of thing.
Exactly.
It does, yeah.
But notes that the way how he looks now, he looked way different in season 1. Just remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
What do you mean?
Okay, so he was blonde. He was much more younger looking. He was, he was just way different. If you look.
Okay.
Oh, Christian. So in the trivia for Hank Anchorman, it says here he might have a similarity to Chet Jabetcha from a fair appearance.
Oh, I turned into a water sprinkler.
Shut up.
Make me.
Do you have any favorite moments with Hank Anchorman?
Wasn't there an episode where he brought his daughter to work and she removed his wig?
Wait a second.
I think so, yeah.
Let's see.
Well, I guess anytime when he's on screen for me, I'm like,
But I gotta say, Hank is like one of the best characters from James, in my opinion. I know people have their own opinions, but I do like him as a reporter.
I do too.
Yeah.
And you're still looking.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I googled him, but I'm not seeing any pictures of him blonde.
Just look up season 1. A monkey can do that.
Let's see. Well, according to his fandom, as his blonde season 1.
And I gotta say, the Anchorman, Hank Anchorman, he also kind of gives me like the characteristics of the Anchorman from Back at the Barnyard a little bit.
Yeah, I see that too. Like he was a crazy but funny guy.
Well, shoot, Nanny.
Okay, maybe I need to make this clear. He was blonde in the episode where trying to get it was this face pimple remover.
Oh, Johnny got a wart.
No, face pimple, not warts, Dodo. There's a big difference.
Okay.
But okay, the next character, like, yes, the villain side, yes, Mr. Mittens. Yeah, I gotta say, whenever he tries to plot against Johnny, it kind of like, it always fails for him, especially in the Tom and Jerry one.
I guess it all started with his first appearance, which is Weird Vengeance, and part of the Johnny Stopping Evil Force 5, which is, Impressive Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, we basically explained his backstory about how he got mutant and everything, but I gotta say, he's like one of the best, like, Johnny Test villains in my opinion.
Same here.
Yeah. And then with Dark Vegan, yes, being a parody of Dark, Vader, I was like, going on and off with, his mask voice and then his normal voice. And I did mention about him liking toast. He has his own family. We do see some episodes with Johnny and his daughter Jillian, but it kind of gets complicated from there.
Yeah, you basically just summed up. What is it?
Is this what you're referring to?
Yes.
Oh my effing god. He looks like a completely different character.
Yeah.
But I actually do remember that episode. Since you mentioned it. But I actually like the current one better because that's what I'm used to.
Well, same here, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my information for Dark Vegan. And yeah, for the Beekeeper, even though, yeah, there's a little minor character here and there, yeah, this plotting, yeah, we did basically explain about him, but he was a really nice guy, even though he was plotting for, like, revenge and everything about his candy bars and everything.
However, he did turn good at the end of this episode, the episode where, the episode right now in season 3 where, tries to spread free candy and.
Yeah. But yeah, for James's work and his own, because Johnny says, yeah, Infinity, he was like the best goat out there.
Infinity.
Yeah. Imagine if he did was a goat.
Wow. Is that like the goat from Gravity Falls? Damn. Oh, okay.
All right. Next up, Dookie's voice actor Louis Crillo.
Yeah, I have to say, even though Trevor Duvall is great, but I just prefer his first one because he's much more comedic and hammy.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Growing up, watching the later seasons, I noticed his voice has gone deeper because I didn't know they switched voice actors.
Well, because around that time, Lewis was retiring from acting and voice acting overall, but I don't really mind Trevor, Lewis, they're both great. And especially finding out that Tom Kenny voiced him in a McDonald's commercial.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Wait a second.
It's weird that McDonald's had the opportunity to have Johnny Test as toys.
And he also voiced him in a Johnny Test commercial for kids, WB. But can I also bring up this point about the original pilot of Johnny Test? Can I bring that up?
Yeah, we're on the subject.
So, of course, before Johnny Test, there was an original pilot for it. And yeah, the Johnny Test show was supposed to air on Nickelodeon at the time, because this was supposed to be with an American cast.
Wonder what they changed it to Canadian then.
They still have the pilot on YouTube, but yeah, the original cast, Johnny was still voiced by James, but here's the thing though, Bling Bling Boy was originally named Golden Boy.
And who was he supposed to be voiced by?
James. Yeah, and Dookie was originally voiced by Darren Norris.
I could see Darren Norris as him.
And he was also the original voice of U-Test. And for Susan and Mary, Susan was originally supposed to be voiced by Grey DeLisle, while Jennifer Hill was supposed to voice Mary.
I could definitely say that for both of them.
And even though she was not in the pilot, it said here that Tress MacNeille was supposed to voice their mom.
Well, that would be good, but I do prefer Kathleen Barr, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Also, going through the list for Lewis and Transformers Cybertron, he voiced a character named Ransack.
Well, I also know Lewis because in the anime Powerpuff Girls show, he voiced the professor.
Whoa.
And he also voiced a guy named Professor Pitha. I can't pronounce that, but as President German, but different. But yeah. But what are your thoughts about his second voice actor?
Trevor Duvall, he did really great. I know people criticize it about his voice acting for Dookie, but I really like it.
Oh, don't forget that. Don't forget that Lewis has also voiced characters like Brain Freezer and Teacher Man.
Oh, well, yeah.
And apparently, in the new movie coming out in 2023, Justice League World is going to voice a character named Drifter.
Oh yeah, I know about that villain. But yeah, other than Dookie, Trevor Duvall is also known for voicing Rocket the Raccoon.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but he goes all out. He does American shows and Canadian shows at the same time. He goes in and out, just like that.
Hey, Fresh. Was one of your choices for Martian Manhunter Ike Amati?
Wait. Ike Amati. Wait, didn't he play him in the past though?
Did he?
Well, let's do research.
He did in the past. He voiced him in 2020, 2014, and yeah, that's about it.
Oh. Well, god effing dang it.
But
okay, never mind.
But what I like about Dookie as a character overall is just I just like how he tends to be the voice of reason and just somehow gets caught up in Johnny's shenanigans. And
I do agree. And you know that bullshit story that Johnny always like brings up about like how I saved you from the pound, and he uses that against Dookie.
yes,
But I wish they would actually show an origin of that.
they
like,
did. They did.
Oh, all right. Good to know. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was shown. It was shown that Dookie was supposed to be just kind of like gross but sad dog who was in need of an owner. So they chose him over this adorable puppy, and well, of course, he was mutated by Susan and Mary and made to be the dog that he is today.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, another role that Lewis and Trevor have in common is Mr. Teacher Man.
And like just right
That
there.
is true.
Go ahead.
I said that is true.
But god dang, you could clearly hear just the like, oh my god, it's the same dude. Overall, it's just amazing. Around the time where I was getting,
Oh no, go ahead.
it was just amazing. This was important to me because it was amazing around the time where I was getting much more into voiceover, learning about it.
Yeah. Also, Fresh, I gotta say something to you.
What?
You were kind of wrong about the brain freezer part.
Well, I guess Wikipedia was also just wrong. Okay, so
Because the actor
Oh,
that played Brain Freezer is
wait.
the voice of Mr. Black.
yeah, I just figured that out now. Like, stupid Wikipedia.
Oh, it's alright though.
It's like that dude that is like, you use Wikipedia for knowledge?
You're like, you're one to talk. You keep on going to freaking behind the voice actors.
And I still do. Leave me alone.
How about, well, I don't know. How about, grow a second brain so that's where you'll know that you won't get screwed over at.
I still don't trust behind the voice actors, especially with the golem situation. But with Dookie the dog, yeah, I do agree with Fresh's, with his statements and all that. I really don't mind who voices them. They all did great in my opinion.
Yeah, but I still prefer Lewis. But nonetheless, I would say Lewis, Chan, and the other guy, maybe an 8.
Infinity for all of them, especially Tom Kenny and Darren Norris.
Infinity.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yes. And my overall score for her performance and Johnny Test, I give her Infinity.
Infinity.
And Faye as well, she is dope. I just wish, and like not just behind the voice actors, but other cases that I showed a picture of her, because I don't think I've seen a modern version, a picture of her, except the one that's shown from the behind the scenes of the video game. But let's see if I can find an actual picture.
Just go on Google's for the love of Christ.
Well, while he's doing that, let's talk about the next actor, Bill Mondi. Yeah, playing both Mr. Black and Brain Freezer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry again.
No, but you could totally hear it though. For Brain Freezer, it's like a high pitch for like Mr. Black.
The Brain Freezer!
Yeah.
But other than dry chest, how else did you get introduced to him?
Yeah, Johnny Test. Here.
There's no way to sugarcoat that, for Christ's sake.
Johnny Test. But I do know that he was in Super Noobs, Dinosaur Train, and My Little Pony. What else was he in? I was thinking of. Oh yeah, he was in Transformers. Yeah, Transformers Cybertron. But
And voice character named Evac.
but I do like how Mr. Black and White are just parodies of Men in Black.
Yeah, and the fact that how would I say this?
Yes, they're ironic names. Just say that.
Yeah, I try to say it without sounding racist.
No. Like you can say it. Yes, yeah. That Mr. Black is Caucasian and Mr. White is black.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
All right.
But
Hello?
Fresh is glitching like a mother effer. Damn. Fresh, if you can hear me, you're glitching.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it. Now go.
Okay. So what I was asking is that out of all the two characters that he played for Johnny Test, Mr. Black or Brain Freezer, which one did you like?
Black.
Brain freezer.
I gotta go with Mr. Black because with him and Mr. White, they're like funny as like a duo.
Yeah.
Yeah. For him, I just gave him Affinity. It was a surprise talent for him.
Remember the episode where Mr. White kicked Mr. Black out and he had to live with Johnny Test?
I do remember that, yeah.
Man. And later on, the General came to live with him too.
Mm-hmm.
And what about Scott McNeil?
Lord.
Yeah, Scott McNeil, the voice of Mr. White. Yeah, this is the few rare occasions where he played, a color character, but sadly, in the 2021 version, he doesn't voice him anymore. It's Devin Mack.
I prefer Scott McNeil. I like the voice he gave him.
Yeah, and surprisingly, that he voiced Bumper.
Yes.
Yeah, and to find out that his real name is Mitchell.
Mitchell White.
No, No, Bumper's name is Mitchell.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Mitchell. His middle name is Bumper, and then Randall's.
God dang. But other than that, he's also in Model Pony voicing. Oh, I hate this guy. Because there's Flim and Flam, and he voices Flam. They're called the Flip and Butters, and they're scammers, and boy, he sucks.
But he's notably known by playing Wolverine.
Yes.
Yeah, in X-Men Evolution.
And he was really good.
Yeah, he was really good. I haven't seen this one video with. Oh no, I was about to say. I seen this one video with him and Steve Bloom talking about Wolverine and Starscream.
Huh. Wow.
Wait a second.
And
Hero 108, one of the characters he voiced was Twin Masters.
Of course, he was also in Care Bears, and he was also in Transformers Beast Wars, where he plays Waspinator.
Huh. And League of Superhero, he voiced Voltar.
And in Powerpuff Girls Z, he plays Fuzzy Lumpkins. Yeah, that version of Fuzzy Lumpkins was really funny because he had a crush on Miss Bellum.
Whoa.
Well, no one to blame him.
Yeah. And he also, Tom and Jerry Tales. That was really cool, yeah. And
Well, of course, he voiced Uncle Pecos.
Yep. And of course, he's also one of the providers for like King Kong for making sound effects.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's, going all out. But you forgot one more character, Christian, from
Right,
Scott.
Molking.
I'm back! I gotta say, that's like one of the more surprising voice from him.
I know, he's like one of my favorite characters. And the fact that he hates sunlight, it's like a gremlin, like, bright light, bright light.
Yeah. And you, Fresh, which one were you most surprised about?
Oh yes, of course, yes, Zizrar, yes, like what you said, that Zizrar, King of the Mole People. It's just him using Bumper's voice, but much more crazier.
Before all of his characters were done as other media, he does have true talent as well as other actors. I also give him Affinity.
Agreed.
Yeah, Scott McNeil is the GOAT.
Scott McNeil, Dodo.
McNeil. He's laughing like this is a funny.
Shut up.
You're brown. Get out of here. All right, next up.
You're not my mom.
I could be in 1 second.
Oh, whoa.
No.
Okay.
No. When I meant for that, is that you could do the quick change in here and there, and then bam, I'm a woman.
Okay, moving on. Moving
Next
on to Lee Talker. Togar. Right,
Togar.
I forgot Togar.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta say, him playing Bling Bling Boy, the General, who was the
Speed
mayor.
McCool.
Yeah, Speed McCool, Albert. Let's see here. This character he played one time called Luke, who was a robot.
Gameroid.
Yeah. But here's the strange part, though. I always thought he voiced Wacko in Johnny Test, but it was somebody else.
Same! I got so ticked off because I'm all just, why can't the world get its information right, for God's sake?
Yeah. Like, Jesus. And if it was somebody else voicing him the whole time, I was like, but I hear Lee's voice in this character. I hear Bling Bling voice, but like wackier. But yeah, I would say, going back and forth, out of all the characters that I like the most, it has to be a mix with, Bling Bling Boy and the General.
Blimmy Boy and General and Speed McCool.
Just BB Boy, period.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, of course, other people notice him from My Little Pony, where he plays Snips, and Pac-Man the Ghostly Adventures, he plays, Inky.
Right. And Super Noobs, he voices Roach, which I knew immediately that was him because I heard Bling Bling Boy's voice.
And surprisingly, he was one of the voices of Darth Maul.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But for me, how I got to witness his awesomeness was, the 2007 George of the Jungle show.
Oh yeah, he voices George himself. I forgot. George of the Jungle, friends of you and me. Oh, I just love that theme song, especially the techno beats in it. And in Lola's Pet Shop, he's also in that one. He was the spider character. He was in. Oh wait, that's actually Dad, American Dad, motherfucker. But nonetheless, Tucker. I can't believe that's how you pronounce the name. I prefer Tucker. But yeah, he's really cool. I love the way his voice is. It's just really unique.
And he surprisingly he provided some sound effects for animals. Like he was also one of the voices of King Kong. In Inspector Gadget's biggest caper ever, he voiced both Brain and Mad Cat.
Oh, that's cool. And
Trip to the Super Dog, he was Stretch-O Mutt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know who Stretch-O Mutt is, but I was going to say, and League of Superhero voices Dr. Frog.
Stretch-O Mutt he's basically the dog version of Plastic Man.
Doy.
I see.
Yeah, but what was so shocking, because I learned this is a fun fact, that because he was doing this interview for audience, and he actually auditioned for Buster Bunny one time.
Speaking of Buster Bunny, did you see a post from Eric Bauza that he's going to voice Buster?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and there's other actors as well, and that's pretty neat cast.
But yeah, he started doing impressions when he was a kid, doing talent shows and everything else. It was pretty cool.
Which he won. He won first place, too.
What, Tokar? Awesome.
Yeah. I believe one of them was Yogi Bear.
Oh, well, he said, he did impressions like Kermit the Frog and Bugs Bunny.
So that's where the Buster Bunny came from, but yeah. Well, yeah, I gotta say, Lee's, performances, especially for Pac-Man and, My Little Pony, is on top. I give him infinity.
Me too. He's one of my favorite Canadian voice actors.
Straight up.
Alright, next up, Andrew Francis voiced up Gil next door.
And it took people a while to find out that his last name is Next Door.
I know! And the fact that, because each time girls say next door, because, like a neighbor next door, but his name is literally next door. Well, it's pronounced next door or something like that. But
It's supposed to be a pun, okay?
Yeah, it's just straight up goddamn ridiculous. But other than Gil, and he's also in a game called Mega Man Battle Network. He voices Mega Man X.
But let's not forget, he took over for, Kirby Morales, I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
He took over his role from Ninjago Cole.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Because, he sadly passed away, Kirby, in 2020.
I know, but I just didn't know that he took over for his mantle.
He did, yeah.
He's also Max Steel.
He's also the Hobgoblin.
Oh, I didn't know he is also Hobgoblin. He's also Shining Armor from Model Pony.
And if you watch the show, Dino Trucks, he plays Tyrux.
I have not watched Dino Trucks, but I have come across it through piano voice actors many times.
That's a really good show. And let's see here.
He's also in Shine and Hero 108.
Yes, and Powerpuff Girls Z, he plays Ace.
Oh.
And he is one Spider-Man and Astonishing X-Men.
Yes. And let's see here. I believe he was in X-Men Evolution where he played, was it Iceman? I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait,
I did not know that. He's also Ace from Powerpuff Girls
we
Z.
just said that.
Yeah, I just said that.
We're going off topic.
What?
But yeah, I gotta say, Gil, like now he just gives me a Greg Sipes vibe.
I think Greg Sipes should voice him one time, but of course, since it's a Canadian show,
Dude, if James meant to be managed to be the only American actor, then there's a possibility for other people. I mean, another one to feature American voice actors was in the show called The Cramp Twins.
Yeah, with Cap Susie and Tom Kenny.
Cramp Twins.
Let's see here. Other mentionings of that.
Oh, I've heard about this show. Any good things about it?
Not really. It's said to be just one of the weirdest ones. The biggest complaint is why the characters have these lines like over their bodies and everything. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Yeah, that is definitely an unwatchable show. But for this guy, he is really awesome. I love
This guy, he's just a guy. Damn.
Let me finish. For this guy, Andrew Francis, he is really awesome. Give him a channel 10.
Like, give him infinity. He just make Gil like a cool person to everybody.
Yep, especially the girls.
Dude, did you
What
not
he said,
hear what
like-
he said?
Yeah. But it's alright. But out of all, yeah. But you heard my score.
Yeah. Who else could we talk about?
There's Richard Newman. Like, yeah, he was the voice of the girl's professor.
Yeah, Professor Slopsink.
Yeah, and what was it? Transformers Beast Wars, he plays, Rhinox.
Interesting. What else is it? No effing way. He's Cranky Doodle from Model Pony.
Yeah, he's also one of the voices of M. Bison.
Oh, that's interesting.
And he's also one of the voices of Megatron as well.
Oh.
He played, what was it? Oh yeah, he played Mr. Turtle and, Franklin the Turtle.
I like turtles.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, I love how every time we bring it up new information Fresh doesn't know about, he does an exciting gat, and also it's Transformers Cybertron versus Vector Prime.
And you know what else that I gasped about? I was right, Blitz. Because even though you said that Bill Mundy did voice Brain Freezer, it said here Lewis did play him from season 1 to 4.
Wait, did you get the official wiki or like the credits?
God dang it.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I thought David Cave was Megatron and Energon, but it was Richard? God dang.
No, it was both of them, wasn't it? Like, if you click it, it shows if it was both of them.
Oh, wait. I didn't know he had two. Hang on a minute.
Your strategy was unusual, Scorpion, but it seemed to work in our favor this time.
Okay, I don't really hear a subtle difference, but I guess I prefer both, but I had no idea that Energon and Megatron had two different voice actors besides David Cage. But, anyway, so for this a person, Richard Newman, he did really good as Professor Slopsink, like giving him Albert Einstein type of vibe.
Alright, and I'm about to show Fresh off. Where is it? Over here. And then, and here you go. And now to our final thoughts. Alright,
Anybody?
No, I think you should do it, Fresh, because you said Johnny Test is your favorite Canadian, so...
Oh, well, I guess it is. Yeah, it's like about. Well, even though I kind of prefer like mostly Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures to be slightly above it. It was kind of... No, wait.
Okay,
Actually, it was
there we
Baby
go.
Looney Tunes.
My phone froze for a bit. Where were we saying?
Oh no, we're just talking about our final thoughts. Fresh was just telling his final thoughts.
Okay. So yeah, it's a really great show, and also while I was looking at Colin Murdoch, he has a lot of stuff I'm familiar with, so he's pretty awesome. We should use it for ornamental sometime.
That would be the time, but yeah. I gotta say, Johnny Test is one of my favorite Canadian shows, even though my top one is Total Drama Island, the franchise. Yeah, this show definitely brought a lot of laughs here and there.
Yeah, that's my second favorite. My first will be Marvel Pony.
Yeah.
And so yeah, for Johnny Test, 10 out of 10.
I give it a Fendi. It was one of the best.
And I mostly said like everything that I could, so I was just gonna put it like, even though it's mixed, I still, again, once again, just enjoy it all the same.
Sweeto Nito.